I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up their octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions, daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition ain't. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
What up, though?
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4. Mike's, let's go double count right here, double count.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Hey, 0, 0, 0. Right there, 50. Guys, listen. They're running, man.
Wilson. Flush to his right. And he's got Lockett. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. They'll run on 1st down. Carson. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
Mike, bring the team. 47.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack.
It's now 3rd down.
3rd and long, it's Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 18. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Brees. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. To throw is Brees. Now Brees lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5 now. Brees eluding the pressure right. And this is Cook with a grab. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 7 yards there and a 1st down. A pair of 1st downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. On play action. Now Brees. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquem Griffin, he was relentless there as he hits home for the sack. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Brees now. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. 3rd and long now after the sack of Brees, and the Saints up against it here.
X3, 218, chopper. Opposite.
Shotgun now for Brees. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson, he's going to take off with it. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. First down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. It's caught, Lockett. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. On first down, it's Carson. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Get in the weight room. Watch twist. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Hey, 0.
They run it with Carson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Here we go again. Check your hot read. Hatchet.
Here's Carson. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
Where? Here we go. 6.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Being chased out left. Toward the pylon, caught. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. From 6 yards away, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. That's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play, and turning it back over to their own offense. Unable to do so. A long, sustained drive by the offense.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Breeze flushed out right. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long.
Get out the field, defense.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Now Breeze lost the football, and the Seahawks have picked it up, and they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. The extra point now coming from Myers. And it's good to make it 14-0. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Saints take over 1st and 10.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Breeze now to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it's 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Throwing now is Breeze. And that is incomplete. So a couple of 1st downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
21. Check, watch 54, watch 54. I'm coming. Hey, high 7.
They'll go for it. It's Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. He'll get 15 and a Saints 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flush to his right. And that's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter. A lot of time to change things. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. There's Breeze. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And his throw here is incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily, fell incomplete.
19. 47 Mike. 47. Stop, yo. 47's the Mike. 47's the Mike. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A pickup of 24. And that's where the play began, the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Carson, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Now it's Carson. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he gets this one down to the 24. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5. This is Carson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11. Sets them up 1st and goal. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Here's Wilson to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Breeze to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, but now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
0-2.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
Check 9. Check hot.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
A final shot before half for Breeze. And that's caught by Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And a big mistake on the return. He's out of bounds at his own 1-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
In his own end zone, it's Breeze. And it won't be a pick six, but he will have his guys set up at the 2-yard line. When you're on your own 1-yard line like they were, oftentimes you're thinking just run on any down, get some space. There they elect to throw it. It cost them.
You get the sense that they were banking on the element of surprise, right? Everyone expects you to run it there. Let's take a shot. Let's throw it, try and create some space, some room, and it went awry, didn't it?
Check three, check three. I'll go special. I'll go special.
Hey, turn it up, turn it up.
Go. Hey, easy. Good touch.
They'll try to run with Carson. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Now Myers for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Thomas the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Brees going to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Brees. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. Brees now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Throwing is Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll try the left side. It's Carson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Hey, 0. Spot that.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
trip is here, baby. Four down.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. 4th down. Here's Wilson. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Saints will have the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 35. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson buying time to his left.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down.
47. Check, 47. Hey, come on out here. Come on. Go. Come on, Tank. Come get some. Got it.
Wilson looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th.
47, Mike, 47. Take 4. Shift.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football.
14.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. The quick slant caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. From 10 yards out. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Myers connects on the PAT, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2, and he's going to be out of... Bounce here on the return at his own 2-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. Now backing up, and he's out of the end zone. The referee was right there to call it, and that is a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10, right at the 30. Now it's Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll try the left side. Carson, and another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now again, right side. It's Carson. Tackle made there by Kiko Alonso.
the Saints, 37.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Push left, push left.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Right there, 54, right there, right there.
Play action. It's Wilson. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Saints. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. So the turnover forced and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jaron Reed picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now it's Kamara in the passing game, and he'll go down at the 28. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks, and the return will stop right around the 25. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
On first down, Wilson. That one going to be complete to David Moore. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. A big connection on that one. 36 yards. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Come on, switch it. Gun. Hey, alert. That's it. Check.
They go play action with Wilson. Flushed out right. There goes a deep ball. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Escaping the pressure right. And nowhere to fit that football. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 17 there and a New Orleans first down. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. From just shy of midfield, Breeze. And Thomas has it. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 51 yards. And the Saints able to get this back to within at least some measure of respectability. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
This will be taken in at the 1. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
12.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
56 the mic, boys.
Now it's Wilson. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one good for 26 and a first down. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Wilson, flush to his right. He'll take a shot, looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to... And Breeze is going to go down in the end zone. A safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here. And that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, start the bus, because they think this one is over.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They run again with Carson. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Carson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So the victory here for Seattle, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching. Don't let them throw the ball.